Hi, so I'm going to go through question 1 part C of the Mac 2010 paper. So for this we need to work out which of these four numbers is the largest. Okay, so it's just a case of going through these numbers and comparing them. So if I choose log base 2 of 3 and log base 3 of 2 first, just because there's this sort of symmetry with the 2's and the 3's. Well, log base 2 of 3 is just the number we need to raise 2 to get to 3, and log base 3 of 2 is the number we need to raise 3 to get to 2. So because 2 is less than 3, we see that log base 3 of 2 must be less than 1, and also we get that log base 2 of 3 has to be greater than 1. And so if we're looking for the largest, then we're not going to want log base 3 of 2 because that's definitely less than log base 2 of 3, so we're going to eliminate that option. Okay, now what about log base 4 of 8? Well, if x is equal to log base 4 of 8, then 4 to the power of x is going to give me 8. And well, 4 and 8 are both powers of 2, so let's try and use that to simplify this. So 4 to the x becomes 2 to the 2x, as 4 is 2 squared, and 8 is 2 cubed. So now we've written both of these as powers of 2, we know that their powers must be equal, so we get 2x is equal to 3, or x is 3 over 2. So now we're going to want to compare log base 2 of 3 and log base 5 of 10 to 3 over 2. Well, we know that 2 to the power of 3 over 2 is the same as 2 cubed to the power of a half, which is the same as the square root of 8. And we know that this is going to be less than the square root of 9, which is equal to 3. So this tells us that we're going to need to raise 2 to an even bigger power than 3 over 2 to get to 3. So that means that log base 2 of 3 is going to be greater than 3 over 2, which is the same as log base 4 of 8. So our answer isn't going to be B. But now we're going to have to compare log base 5 of 10 to log base 2 of 3, and that's rather difficult. So let's see if we can compare this with one of these two, and then if this is smaller, then we know that this isn't going to be our answer. So let's compare this to log base 4 of 8, because that's 3 over 2, that's quite a simple number. So what's 5 to the power of 3 over 2? So again, that's going to be the same as 5 cubed to the half, which is the same as the square root of 125. And well, that's going to be greater than the square root of 100, which is equal to 10. And so we see that we want to raise 5 to a smaller power than 3 over 2 to get 10. So because this is what we raise 5 to get 10, well then this must be smaller than 3 over 2. So D is less than B, which isn't the largest, so we can eliminate that option also, and we see that our answer is A.